It always seems impossible until it is done.
Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and back in September of 2019, I spent 48 nonstop hours on the campaign trail with all access to then presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. This is the story of my photographic journey. Welcome to the Kickstarter for my first real deal photo book, aka the Bernie Photo Book. And this right here, this is a blank sample of the size and feel of what my Bernie Photo Book will look like. And in order to turn it from a blank book into a real deal full-on coffee table photo book, I am once again
asking for your financial support.
Now, before I get into the details and the specs for the book, as well as what makes this more than just a photo book, let me give you some background into the journey that led me to the first 48 hours on the road with Senator Sanders. When I was initially contacted by the senator's staff, I was asked to pitch them an idea. The idea was simple. I want to document with all access what it's like on the campaign trail. Oh yeah, and I want to film the entire process as well. On September 8th, my 48 hours with all access to Bernie Sanders kicked off backstage in Iowa, and it ended to a backdrop of 10,000 people in Denver, Colorado. This book is a culmination of my photographic journey, and with your help, we can kickstart this book into reality. When I started the process of designing the book with the designer, I said I wanted to be big and impressive. I didn't want some dinky photo book that would just get lost in the shuffle. That's why this hardback book will be 14 inches tall by 10.5 inches wide, have roughly 256 pages, around 100 photos, and weigh in over 6 pounds. Yes, it's a big book. Being that it's 14 by 10.5, each 2-page spread will be 14 by 21 inches, allowing me to do full bleed edge-to-edge printing without having to crop. Does anyone else hate when photos get lost in the gutter? Now, the gutter is that area where 2 pages come together to be bound and where many images get lost. Well, we've decided to go with the more expensive binding that will shrink the gutter, allowing the book to lay almost flat and the images to be as seamless as possible. Now, there's only so far you can go with a printed book when it comes to eliminating the gutter, but I think we've done a fantastic job. It's extremely important for me not to cut corners when it comes to this photo book, or honestly, to cut corners with anything. That's why I'm using the best paper, the best printing, and the best binding possible. Yes, it costs more to do all of that, but it's well worth it to put out the highest quality photo book possible. This book will take you behind the scenes with unprecedented access to Bernie Sanders as he campaigns to become the Democratic presidential nominee. The photographic journey starts with a 48-hour sprint with multiple stops across Iowa before we board a jet to Denver, where the senator spoke to a crowd of 10,000 people. My photographic journey could have ended right there, but it didn't. I found myself flying out to LA to join the campaign for a massive rally on Venice Beach with Bernie and AOC. And my final stop brought me back to where the photographic journey started, Iowa, for the all-important Iowa caucuses. In total, I captured 3,000 images and was able to whittle it down to the best of the best with honors, sir. The final book will include roughly 100 of my best photos from the road. Have you ever found yourself turning through the pages of a photo book and wanting to know more about the photo or what the photographer was thinking, only to realize that that info is nowhere to be found? Well, I'm right there with you. I always want to know more. I want to know what the photographer was thinking in that moment. I want to know what was going on behind the scenes. I want to go inside their mind. That's why I've decided to include a page-by-page audio commentary by me that you can access via a QR code, which will allow you to download all the audio as a podcast or stream it from anywhere in the world at any time. Here's a little taste of what you can expect. So at the end of our first day of being on the road, we went to this steakhouse in Iowa. We had a separate room that was getting ready, but the senator was like, "Can I just sit here?" And he just pulls out the chair and sits amongst everybody, just regular everyday people in Iowa. And what I find most interesting about that is, think about it. If he was to become the president of the United States, you would never see something like this ever happen again. You would never see a president just walk into a restaurant, sit at a table amongst everyday people, and just have dinner. And that's what I love about this image. I love that if he was to become president, you could look back at this image and be like, wow, that was a different time. I am really proud of this audio feature. It allows me to share so much more information than just text on a page. I want the images to be big and impressive, and I want the audio to make you feel like you're right there in that moment with me. The good news is that all of the audio will be available for everyone at BerniePhotobook.com, along with our mini documentary from the road. We've also been documenting the entire process of creating this book, including videos of the layout and design meetings with the designer, podcast updates discussing the costs that go into producing a project just like this one, and much, much more. My goal with giving you all of this behind the scenes information is to be 100% transparent about the entire process. Right now, the Bernie photo book is fully designed and ready to go to press. But in order to make it a reality, I need your help hitting our Kickstarter goal. There are multiple pledge levels that come with different rewards. Every single photo book purchase during this Kickstarter will be signed by me. There's rewards that include limited edition signed prints of all sizes, as well as limited edition printed portfolios, which include 10 signed and numbered prints. With your help, we can make this photo book a reality. The layout and design are locked and ready to be transmitted to the printer in Italy. Once we hit our Kickstarter goal, it's go time. Printing starts and the clock starts ticking towards being able to deliver you the final product by the end of summer or early fall. Thank you very much for your support. I cannot wait to bring this photo book to reality. Jared Polin, FronosPhoto.com. See ya.